Teachers, I am going to walk you through how to make sure that the modules that you have imported from Canvas are collecting the formative assessment data from your students the way that they need to. So at this point, we're assuming that you have already imported, and so I'm just going to walk you through how to um, change the settings inside of the forms themselves. So this document should look somewhat familiar to you. I believe they are all built similarly in structure. So you should have already created a force copy of the forms for each of the different bends in your module. So one way that you can quickly see all of those forms is to actually go to the URL forms.google.com. And you should see that will pull up your Google Forms software, and you'll be able to see all of the recent forms that you have opened or copied recently. And these are your copies that you have force copied. So what you will need to do is to open each form individually, and there's some steps that you're going to do to make sure that you're able to collect student responses. So select the form that you first want to work on. And I would go ahead, and I know we're going to have it collect their email addresses, but I would also add in a question for them to put in their first name and then a second question for last name. And you'll see it auto changes to a short answer type. So that way students can actually input their first and last name, and you'll be able to sort their data on the sheet that you can generate from this. Then additionally, you're going to go into your settings on that form, and we're going to scroll down and make sure that we're looking at the responses section. So we want to have it collect email addresses. If this is not enabled, you're going to want to go ahead and click on verified, and this will force your students to have to be signed into their Google account, and it will automatically collect their email address upon submitting their answers. So then that way you have kind of in both places, you have their name and it will collect their email address together. Now you'll need to do this for every single form that you made a copy of. So you can do that quickly by going to forms.google.com, or you'll have to go into the module and bends and change that within each link. I recommend going into it through this method. So that way they're all there together and you can quickly go through and change them. Now, if you have any questions about accessing the module, downloading it from Commons, creating your force copy and putting those links back into your Canvas modules, definitely reach out to your ITS and we can help you get that set up. But hopefully this video will um, help you figure out how your forms can collect the information that you need to know who's submitting their answers to you. So that being said, I hope this is helpful. And again, reach out to your ITS if you need anything.